My privilege and my pleasure to be able to share with you how to untangle your potential so that you can live a life that's full and fulfilling. I'm excited to be able to share with you on our topic today entitled Untangle Your Potential. I want to let you know your potential is powerful. Your potential is the difference between success and failure. Your potential is the difference between the type of money you'd like to make and the type of money you're making right now. It's the difference between the job you love and the job that you loathe. Potential is powerful. I wish I could get you just to ball both of your fists, okay, and understand that's how powerful your potential is. So as I talk today, as I talk about untangling your potential, I want you to understand that this is not just a tape. This is not just a CD. This is not just another motivational message. No, I really believe that I'm talking to people who sense within themselves that there's something more for them. There's something better for them. There's something higher for them. And what's important to you, what jumps out to you. I want you to think about your life. I want you to think about your family. I want you to think about everything that's important to you, And as you hear what I share with you today, whatever's important to you that connects with what I'm saying, I want you to take it. I want you to put it to work in your life. Undeveloped can-do. Your potential is undeveloped can-do. There's can-do in you. There are things that you can create. There are things that you can come up with. There are things that you can see that no one else can see. It's there, but it needs to be developed. It needs to be cultivated. You know, we can't put seed in the soil and just expect it to grow on its own. It has to be watered. We need the power of photosynthesis, the sun, the soil, the seed, and the water, as well as oxygen. It all works together. It has to be cultivated. It's the same way with a child. A child cannot grow if it is not properly cultivated, not properly developed. And so inside of you right now, whether you have a college degree or no college degree, no matter where you grew up, no matter what color, no matter your sexual orientation, there is can-do in you, but it has to be developed. It has to be developed. That's one of the definitions. Fear. 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 Dr. Dale Bronner said there's nothing wrong with the emotion of fear. The problem comes when there is a pattern of fear. You know, sometimes fear really isn't fear like we think of fear. What do I mean by that? You know, sometimes fear is simply our unwillingness to carry out the tasks that are connected to a goal. Oh my God, but that's so true. Sometimes it isn't really fear at all. You know, we can see what's up the road, but we're just not willing to make the sacrifice to get it done. And so that's what can tangle up your potential. It can just bring the development of your can-do to a screeching halt. It can refreeze and deep freeze your genius. Your greatness in the raw. Your greatness in the raw. Everybody looks at President Obama, who we all honor and appreciate. We look at him for his accomplishment currently as a president of the United States. But you know, years ago, a young lady by the name of Michelle, she saw something in him that perhaps he didn't even see in himself. That was that greatness in the raw. There is greatness in the raw in you right now. And one of the reasons why I get so excited about sharing that with you is because as I talk to you, I'm really talking to myself. In the beginning, I said, you're full of it, I'm full of it, we're all full of it, yes. And all of us have the challenge of developing it. So what I want you to do right now is just take a few minutes and think about the definitions that I've shared with you, and then I'm going to be right back in just a minute. Your potential is your genius on ice. Do you know how hard it is for me not to jump up to the top of this studio ceiling? It's your genius on ice. You are a genius. Yes, no, you. Don't look around. You're a genius. You are brilliant. Now it's just a matter of unthawing all of that genius, all of those ideas, all of those wonderful thoughts. Your potential is your genius on ice. Is ignorance. 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 Ignorance is not the same thing as being stupid. It doesn't mean that you're silly. It doesn't mean that you're slow. It just simply means you don't know. Here's the truth. There's something that all of us don't know. So the key is to be aware that you are ignorant and then begin the process of doing something about it. My final moments with you, I have 4 powerful keys that I believe are going to help you untangle your potential, and I want to dive right into it. First of all is failing. Failing. Nobody really likes to fail. Wouldn't it be great if we could just do something the first time and be successful at it and just become filthy rich and known all around the world for our wonder and brilliance? Well, it doesn't happen that way. Because failure, as strange as this may seem, failure is a vital key to success. Failure is certified to teach us what success is not equal. Become slaves of haste. People that do not honor time become slaves of haste. Don't let that be you. Here's the last one. Slothfulness. I guess I pretty much covered it in the last point, but let me give you some greater specificity. Slothfulness is different from being late, or for that matter, even being lazy. Slothfulness means you're not too lazy to do what you need to do, but you're moving slow. You're behind the required pace. You're off tempo. Musically, you're out of key. You can't get the pitch. And so, yes, you turn in the homework assignment on Wednesday, but it was due on Monday night. Yes. You go to the doctor, but the appointment was at 2, not at 2:30. And so slothfulness can tangle up your potential. Now, in just a few moments, I want you to stay with me. We've talked about what potential is. We've talked about what potential can do. We've just finished talking about what tangles up potential, but get excited because when we come back, we're going to talk about what can untangle your potential. Well, we're back. This is Broderick the Empowertainer, and we're talking about untangle your potential. So let's get into the good stuff. Now, I want to make sure that you have writing utensils, paper. If you need to go get something new, if you need to grab a tape recorder, whatever, I want you to grab this. This is the meat of what I've been wanting to communicate to you today. And so are you ready now for these keys? I have 10 keys to help you, or that I believe can help you untangle, unwind, uncoil your potential. Here's the first one. Imagining. Imagination, I like to say, is the seed of what you eventually see. Imagination is the seed of what you will eventually see. Your potential. Number 2 is believing. If I just imagine, then the idea remains trapped in my head. But I must believe. Here's the next key. Educating. you've got to educate yourself. Secretariat. Planning. A wish is not a plan. A hope is not a plan. An idea is not a plan. A desire is not a plan. A plan is a specific strategy to bring your hope into reality. A plan is a specific strategy to bring your hopes or your wishes or your dreams into reality. You've heard the expression that no man or woman is an island by themselves. You've also heard someone say it takes teamwork to make the dream work.
Awesome.